Imagine an iPhone 4, an iPhone 6, and an iPhone 13 all combined into one iPhone. That would be the ideal iPhone for me, and it just so happens that the iPhone 14 is going to be a culmination of these three iPhones into one. So in this video, I'm going to go over what we expect to see for next year's iPhone and what I would like to see in my ideal iPhone. If you're new to this channel, my name is Joey. I make videos on Apple news, rumors, why Apple does certain things. So if you click on this video, chances are you're going to like some of my back catalog videos. With that said, let's hop right into it. Obviously this year with the iPhone 13, it was kind of an S-tier year. The camera got a little better, they added 120 hertz and the battery got a little bigger. But for next year's iPhone, we're gonna see a brand new enclosure, and this is the biggest feature that I'm looking forward to the most. I love the design of the iPad mini and the iPad Pros with that aluminum going all the way around with that squared off design. Right now I'm rocking an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and the rounded design is getting a little old. It's hard to pick up when it's laying on a table. That flat design looks awesome. And for next year's iPhone, we're expecting to see metal all the way around like the iPhone 6, but with the squared off design like the iPad Pros. And that's going to be a really big upgrade because I'm not a fan of the shiny stainless steel on the iPhone Pro models because they show a lot of fingerprints and it just doesn't look premium. I feel like metal all the way around with square off design is the perfect design. Now, not only is the back going to be redesigned, but the front as well. We're going to keep that 120 hertz display, but the Face ID hardware should be getting smaller this year. Obviously, from the iPhone 13, the Face ID notch got a little bit smaller. Not noticeably so. Obviously, if you put them side by side, you can see a big difference. But when you're using the iPhone 13 Pro or the iPhone 13, you can't really tell the difference in the size of the notch. But for next year's iPhone, it's going to be a drastic redesign. I don't see Apple getting rid of all the Face ID hardware altogether. I do see them making it a little bit smaller because Apple likes to work in incremental steps. They don't really take major leaps. They were late to the game with wireless charging. They were late to the game with 120 hertz. I don't see them taking the biggest leap and getting rid of Face ID quite yet. I don't think the technology is there yet. What I do think that they're going to bring to next year's iPhone is Touch ID under the display. Now, Samsung, OnePlus, all the Android manufacturers have had this for a long time, and Apple has been late to the game. But I think with a brand new redesign of the enclosure, I think bringing Touch ID is going to be just a no-brainer feature for them to bring to next year's iPhone. Another big feature I'm looking forward to is the brand new A-series chip that Apple is going to put into this new iPhone. Now, Apple has obviously shipped brand new M1 chips, brand new M1 Pro chips, and they have kind of flexed how efficient these chips can run. And they're only getting better and better at this every year. Obviously, the battery life for the iPhone 13 Pro Max this year is best in class. Nobody can beat it. But for next year's iPhone, they're going to knock it out of the park with their efficiency. And I do expect to see a major jump in battery performance. Now that Apple doesn't really care about making the thinnest, lightest devices, they're making the devices a little bit thicker. They're coming around with a lot of features like 120 hertz and wireless charging. I do see Apple increasing the battery performance even from what they did with the iPhone 13 Pro Max this year. So let me know in the comments what's the biggest feature you're looking forward to for next year's iPhone. Check out some of my older videos and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.